it can be a tricky week for sure. Playing a team that has not had any success, but a team that, one, is a rival, and two, as we told the kids on Monday, we've got several films on them just because of kind of how we follow the conference teams, and they're better each week. Maybe their scores don't necessarily look it because it kind of gets out of hand at the end, but I thought the best game they played was this last week at St. Bede, who was a ranked 1A team, and I think it's hard to get these kids to understand that they're going to play as hard as they can. On the flip side of that, the rivalry does help because that motivation is there. This is a game that they kind of are ignoring the records and understanding that they just want to go get this win number 4. Yeah. I told them after practice yesterday that I'd heard this phrase somewhere in either college or the NFL that this is a kitchen sink game for them. They're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at you to try to win this game. I think this is the game that from here on out that they've got circled, that if they can win this game, that whatever else happens, they can hang their hat on this. Well, up until this last Saturday, I would have said they were a run dominant team, but they threw the ball quite often against St. Bede. More play action than anything else, and it's not a lot of different plays, but they did throw a little bit more. But I would say they're offensively a run heavy team, and they try to do what they do well. They don't do a lot. They don't change formations a lot, maybe just a couple. But they really try to be really good at the things that they do. And as I said, they're getting better at doing that. And they're really just going to try to put offensively a lot of guys at the point of attack. Pull 2-3 guys sometimes, and you just try to outnumber you. Yeah. And defensively, it's not overly difficult or overly tough to figure out, but they do it well.
I still got a laugh. When you came off the field at the end of the Rock Ridge game,
yeah,
you were like 6 feet in the air and just jumping around.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was awesome to be able to celebrate a win like that.
What and how is that? I mean, we're on a roll here. I mean,
yeah.
3 in a row. You're looking at 4. Things are really looking up for the program for the first time in a long time, and you're a big part of that.
Yeah, I'm excited because usually you find these kids that sometimes slack off, and they'll be the focus of the attention even if they're slacking off. But everyone's been working as hard as they can and working their tails off. As a team, we really focus on that next play thing, and if you hear us during the games, we're screaming at each other, next play, not to get mad at each other, but we're just trying to pump each other up and just be able to tell each other next play, we can't focus on the last one. I think that's what we've been doing great this year, is focusing on the next play no matter what. It's pretty awesome being a lineman because you just got to go out there and instead of having to run the ball, you just get to hit people, especially on defense. You just get to hit them. You don't really have a job. You just stay low and then pretty much just go out and hit them. And for offense, you get to block people, pancake. And the linemen, I feel like, are the heroes for the quarterback and the running backs that aren't. They're kind of like the underdogs because they don't really get talked about a lot, but usually they're the ones that do a lot of the work because they're the ones blocking and everything. Yeah. So it's pretty fun.
So those guys appreciate you?
They really do appreciate us a lot. They like to make fun of us, and sometimes they'll get mad at the line because if there's somebody coming in, it's easy to blame them, and sometimes it's usually the line that isn't doing a very good job. But at the end of the day, we're all family, and we just got to work together as one, which we're doing a lot.
Our O-line has continued to just get better. We started the season, and even in the summer, just going back to the basics a little bit and really working some of the smaller things and some of the smaller skills and trying to fine-tune some things. And they've continued to get better and better. And, as our games progress and you see the different rushing stats, that it all hangs on those front 5 or 6, depending on if there's a tight end in there or not. And, that they are the foundation of what we try to do. Not a lot of what we do can happen without those 5 or 6 guys on the field. And, they don't always get the praise that they deserve, but they should. And I know the rest of the guys on our team appreciate what they do every day. I think one of the things that maybe is a little hidden with our O-line is that they can move pretty well. All 5 of them, 6 of them, depending on who it is, can move well side to side and get out and pull and run. And they're quick kids in short bursts. And that really allows us to scheme some things and to allow us to do some things that maybe, we might not otherwise be able to do. And, as far as their size goes, you kind of get in a habit of just looking at them and not realizing that they're big kids until you see them up against some other kids, and you realize that they're big, they're strong kids, and they put in the work, and they're starting to learn to use that to their advantage.
So you guys have your own little, the linemen, do you have your own little, I don't know, group or?
Yeah.
I mean,
So like when we break out, we don't say Panthers, we say big, thick, and nasty, because we're big and we're nasty on the line. So that's pretty fun to chant and stuff like that.